What is up, coordinators and naturals? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode we are returning to the Cosmic Era as we cover Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny Astray B. Last time in Versus Astray, Indy He turned out to be a clone of Guy. Lo and the Junkers have a Lily, while other Lily clones go their own way. And Guy, Lo, and Kennard work together to take down Supreme Librarian Prayer Reverie. This time, Guy will head to Orb, where he will meet an assassin from his past. We will learn more about Guy's past as a combat coordinator, and Elijah loses his wizard pack. So let's get into this. A man holds two katanas in the middle of the street. He is facing off with Guy of Serpent Tail. 1 hour earlier. Stop doing that. At Orb, things are starting to flourish. Orb was absorbed by the Alliance, but regained sovereignty once again, and rebuilt after the signing of the Junius Treaty. So we're still early in CE 73. A man visiting Orb is staying at a hotel in the city. His name is Dante Gordigiani. He is with his partner, Elsa. The man has a white beard and a suit. Elsa is cutting her bangs. They're searching for their target, which Dante says is near the Morganrot factory. They are mercenaries. They wander the streets of the cities and leave their hotel doors unlocked and leave it to destiny. Dante seems to be the type that finds art in being an assassin, while Elsa is a no-nonsense type of person. In an underground Morganrot facility is a red M1 Astray facing off against the Blue Frame's second L. The M1 pulls out its swords. The pilot of the mobile suit is Godfist Barry Ho. We will learn this is taking place during the same time as Frame Astrays, which is why Barry is alive. The Blue Frame attacks with the Combat Schneider knife. Barry Ho is able to dodge and slice the Blue Frame's armor. It rattles the pilot. We cut to another moment in time. Guy, the pilot of the Blue Frame, gets out of the cockpit. Erica Simmons of Morganrot is fixing up the Blue Frame. His battle with Barry Ho was to test out the new repairs on the mobile suit. Not too soon after, Barry left for Asia to fight in the South American War for Independence. No, Barry, don't go. Like in the past, most of these upgrades from Orb are for Guy helping out Orb in the past. And Guy and Erica earned a lot of trust with one another. Guy went to town to meet Elijah. He is currently rocking the Zaku Phantom, which we saw in Frame Astrays. Elijah doesn't feel like Orb would help him out the way they help out Guy, so he took his mobile suit to the Junk Guild to get fixed. After finishing up, Guy and Elijah meet. The two can finally take a moment to relax. That is when Dante and Elsa approach them. Dante says he wants to make this a permanent vacation for them. Elsa is more blunt and says, ugh, stop being poetic. We're here to kill you. Ugh. Oh, teenagers, always wanting to get assassinations over with quickly. Elijah didn't recognize them, but Guy recognizes Dante. Dante proclaims that he is the one who created Guy. He was formerly the head of the Combat Coordinator project where Guy was experimented on. We learn that Guy has a serial number in his retinas, which is why he wears sunglasses. Dante pulls out two swords and begins attacking Guy. He is fast. Elsa starts attacking Elijah before he can even realize what is going on. Guy tells Elijah to run. Dante says that Elsa is his latest combat coordinator that he created. Guy uses a combat knife to parry Dante's swords. He is impressed. Elijah screams out for Guy. He has a moment of distraction and Dante makes his moves. Guy falls on the ground while Elsa pins Elijah. As Dante stabs down, Guy uses his boot to kick his sword and get him off balance. He then throws his knife, hitting only Dante's glasses. Now Guy is unarmed. Dante says that he didn't come here to kill him. What he really wants is a mobile suit battle with Guy. He says that he is working with the Action Project to create his own version of the Astray. Remember, they are known for stealing designs such as the Blue Duel or the Strike Noir Gundam, and this is no different. Once the Alliance got their hands on Orb, data on the Astray project leaked, and they were able to get their hands on it. Dante is calling it the Astray Noir. He and Elsa then just leave. Elsa turns back and tells Elijah that he is beautiful, but his beauty never helped him in battle. Elijah develops a complex because of this. They now have to get their Gundams repaired faster, as they have a new enemy. The Goof Ignited didn't stand the test of time like the Zaku Warrior. Elsa is in the cockpit and is completely naked. Mendel Colony. It is now in ruins, infected with gamma radiation. But it was once the birthplace of many experiments. Mendel was built in Cosmic Era 30, located at the L4 point. In the 40s, the colony saw a boom in coordinators. Anti-coordinators also fought fire with fire by creating their own enhanced humans. Dante, who was a first-generation coordinator, wanted to make coordinators designed with physical enhancements for military use. This was the birth of the Combat Coordinator, CE-45. Coordinators are now in the tens of millions. They finally created the first Combat Coordinator as well. all combat coordinators have management codes on their retinas. The first 2 digits were used in place of names. This was to ensure they were treated as products, not humans. But as the kid grew up, he started going by Guy, as in just some guy. Cosmic Era 50. He is now 5 and was moved from Mindel Colony to Earth. Dante became his personal instructor. He endured training in nature. The next day, he begins training with machines and simulators. Dante knew of the Zodiac Alliance testing out these new humanoid machines. He wants to create combat coordinators specifically designed to pilot these mobile suits. Eventually, Dante let him decide his own name. He decides Guy, but shows him the kanji, Guy, meaning to pursue crimes. He notes Guy thinks ahead. The young Guy smiles for the first time. The Zodiac Alliance changed their name to Zaft, and tensions between naturals and coordinators began to rise. Mobile suits are now the standard for the sovereign coordinators. In Cosmic Era 52, Elsa was born. She continues working with Dante her entire life. She and Dante head to Actian Industries to pick up their mobile suits. She is in the Goof Ignited. Her Goof has several modifications. Her unit is red and has spikes instead of horns on the shoulders. She is naked and she isn't wearing a seatbelt. There's always one lowly dude on the creative team. She tests the Goof Ignited. Elsa seems to be able to sense others' presence through contact with her skin, which is why she has no clothes. Sure. Whatever you say, man. That is when Dante appears in his new Astray Noir. The MBF-P0X Gundam Astray Noir is a part of the appropriation project of the first G Project mobile suits. However, the Astray project was later added. It is named Noir because it is black, and it also uses the Noir Striker Pack. The sword pistols are katana blades attached to a Strike Gundam E's beam rifle. We will learn these came from library works. Other weapons include Sea-Wiz, a beam blade used by Gaia Gundam, and a twin linear gun used by the Exus. Elsa likes the Strike Noir additions to his mobile suit and wants it added to her backpack. Dante says, "You aren't naked in your mobile suit again, are you?" She says, "Of course I'm naked." One maintenance guy took a picture of Elsa, so they made that guy disappear. Not because he was taking pictures of young girls, but because Elsa and Dante's existence can't be known to the world. Dante never expected Elsa to turn out like this when she was a little test tube baby. The Astray Noir pulls out its sword pistols and they begin testing. Elsa uses the Goof Slayer whips. The sword pistols fire around mid-slash and are effective at point-blank range. She goes high and low with the whips and catches Dante off guard. He dodges, but she anticipated this. She used the whips as a decoy and attacked his blind spots. Elsa was able to destroy one of his sword pistols. They are both shocked. While this was happening, the Blue Frame's second L was also fighting on an uninhabited island in Orb. Elijah is off to retrieve his mobile suit. Guy is attacked by 3 M1 Astrays. He transforms his tactical arms into sword mode. He is able to split the 3 M1s apart, giving Guy the advantage. Guy moves in and takes down one. Within a minute, Guy takes down the 2 remaining Astrays. Why were Orb mobile suits attacking him? He thinks this may have been a test. Then he realizes perhaps they are after Elijah. Elijah is heading to the Junk Guild to get his mobile suit. He won't lose to Elsa next time. He has a secret trick up his sleeve. Capoeira. Anytime capoeira is brought up, I am obligated to tell you to go watch Only the Strong. The guy from Double Dragon teaches inner city youths capoeira. It's bad, but it's also great. He used capoeira when he was captured by the Eurasian Federation forces on Artemis. He notes that Guy using his foot to block Dante's attack was a capoeira move that he taught Guy. He is happy to see his best buddy learn from him for once. He runs into the Junk Guild to find that his wizard pack on his mobile suit is gone. The Junkers were going to just replace it with a new one, not knowing that his was a custom wizard designed by Lowe, I think? Oh, and these aren't Lowe's Junkers that he is working with currently. Elijah returns to Guy, who already handled business. It appears they were Orb and were paid money to assassinate Guy, but he can't track down who hired them. They need to focus on Dante and Elsa for now. Guy decides to run. Remember, a merc is not supposed to take on a fight if they can't win. They need to buy time. This will also give Elijah time to look for his wizard pack as well. Dante and Elsa head into town to grab some food. She wants to kill Elijah, but Dante thinks that if they kill Elijah, it would fill Guy with revenge, and that would ultimately make him a worse fighter. He wants to fight Guy at his best. He mentions during their first fight, Guy was distracted by Elijah. Irregularities like that in the battle are most unpredictable, and he tells her to watch out for those moments. He picks up a steam bun to eat. but Elsa's enhanced senses notices that it contains poison. 3 men come out of the kitchen and approach them as Dante pulls out his sword. They always try to lay low so they never get detected. So who is this coming after them now? Then Dante recognizes who this may be. He tells Elsa to keep one of them alive. They begin fighting. And that will do it for this episode and our first dive into Gundam Seed Destiny Astray B. Shout out to Trafalgarlog, who is going back and translating all their Astrayverse stuff. It is interesting to see that this plays out before the South American independence movement and the events of Frame Astrays, but the Astray timeline is kind of all over the place. The original Destiny Astray has nothing to do with Destiny and takes place during CE 71. Next time, Elijah heads to South America to look for his wizard pack. We learn more about the new Millennium series. And Dante and Elsa go to a burlesque show that retells the story of Ed the Ripper and the White Whale. But that will do it for now, new types. Sometimes, you just gotta let it all hang out in a mobile suit. Peace.